You came out in a rash.
I did indeed, yeah.
You were in Tenerife.
That's correct.
OK, so tell me more.
Well, I went on holiday with my friend, as you do, just a wee 10 days break, just trying to relax. Within about 6 days, I started to develop a rash all down the side of my arms. Thought it was kind of prickly heat, kind of disregarded it for a day. Next day, I went down to the chemist because it had got worse down at the pharmacy. And the girl there just said, basically, you know, you've just been out in the sun too long. And I thought, I don't really suffer from that, to be honest with you. So I went, right, OK, got some calming lotion, etc. Put that on. Next day, it got worse. Back down again. Got antihistamine tablets this time. And then by around about the 8th, 9th day, that's when it really got bad.
Now, this is how bad it got. We're going to show a picture here of just what it looked like here for you. So this is what he thought, Kevin thought was a prickly heat rash at the start. My goodness me, really, really very, very severe. Now, as if that isn't bad enough, the big blue dark bit was a tattoo, incident, in case you it wasn't varicose veins or anything like that. Really bad. Now, really bad. Then you found out what the cause was.
Yes, I did. It was my last night, unfortunately. And I just realised when I woke up in the middle of the night, for the toilet, and I got up, I felt something on my arm, and I went and put the light on, and it was one of these things just sitting on my arm, and I flicked it off.
What did it look like?
It was just a little black dot.
We've got pictures, haven't we? Yeah. Look,
These are them on the bed.
Little tiny, yeah.
So when I noticed that in my arm and I flicked it off and I actually stood on it, I had flip-flops on, right, and it was one like that size, and I actually stood on it and the blood kind of splattered out of it.
Your blood?
Yeah. And that's when I realised, obviously, then, you know, that what's going on here. So I got the phone out, put all the lights on, went to the bed and took that video.
And how many, was it crawling?
It was crawling with them, yeah.
And that's the first thing you'd noticed? You hadn't seen them before that?
I hadn't noticed that.
Oh
So Kevin, absolutely awful. No dispute about them biting you, that they're there all over the bed, and these are bed bugs.
I said to the guy in reception, you know, mate, what is that? I said, look at the state of my body. His reply was basically, I'll tell the manager in the morning. I said, but what am I meant to do tonight?
Tonight, yeah.
Because I've got another 7 hours before I get picked up. So I had to sit in the balcony like for 7 hours because my friend was actually sleeping. I didn't want to wake him up because he was out cold.
These look so sore, Kevin. We're looking at the pictures now.
That was 24/7 itching. Itching constantly.
Now, Simon's here. He's a travel expert. I don't know if you've heard of these sort of tales before.
Oh, yes. Not actually in Tenerife. Quite a lot going on in New York. And indeed, if you go to lots of backpackers' hostels around the world, they say you are not bringing your sleeping bag in here because we think you might have bed bugs. So these bed bugs, annoyingly, would have been brought in by a previous guest.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. I mean, I'm all in favour of the travel itch, but not in that sense. It's just... and the trouble was, from what I understand, Kevin, you weren't on a proper package holiday. So you did all the right things. You got fantastic evidence of this is happening now, sort it out. If you've been on a package holiday, one of the tour operators, you can then say, you have to sort this out now. As it was, the sort of holiday you booked, you kind of booked through an agent who booked through another agent who booked through the hotel, and effectively, you've got an argument
surely
with
somebody's
them.
responsible at some point, though, whether it's the hotel
Yeah,
or...
he's got the evidence.
Yeah, but if it's a proper package holiday, then you can say, you failed to deliver a good, safe holiday for me, so I'd like a bit of compensation. Furthermore, even though it's 2 in the morning, I'm on the phone to you at your duty office in Britain, and you have to get somebody round here now to sort it out, so I don't have to spend 7 hours on the balcony. But an awful state of affairs, and simply a hotel not up to scratch, if you don't mind me saying so.
Dear, dear. Any refund yet? Anything in the offer?
No. It's kind of a long story, that one. I contacted, I'm allowed to mention them here, A1 Travel, who were the third party, apparently. So they had passed me from there to you Travel, because they said that they dealt with the accommodation.
So it's ongoing?
So it's ongoing.
Okay. How are your spots and things now?
They're getting better now, thankfully.
Okay. Kevin, it's really good to see you, but I'm not going to shake hands with you. No,
Thanks very much, Eamonn.
That's OK. Good to see you, mate. Thank you very much indeed.